Hello, so we are back. I'm back. Today we are going to read 1 Samuel 4 verse 1 until verse 28. I mean 22. So it's also short, this one. So we'll see how long it goes. And just to recap, the previous chapter was about the Lord calling Samuel. So yeah, very short, self-explanatory. And yeah, okay, let's get to it then, shall we? The Philistines capture their ark. How do you guys pronounce it? Is it the Philistines or the Philistines? Yeah, the Philistines capture the ark, and the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out to battle against the Philistines. They encamped at Ebenezer, and the Philistines encamped at Apec. So I think the word of Samuel is the fact that he is now officially a prophet. So the word of Samuel being a prophet came to all Israel. Now everyone knew that, okay, Samuel is the prophet. Okay, the Philistines drew up a line against Israel, and when the battle spread, Israel was defeated by the Philistines. Before the Philistines, yes. When the battle spread, Israel was defeated before the Philistines, who killed about 4,000 men on the battlefield battle. So yeah, so Philistines, Israel, and then the battle spread, and then the Philistines killed about 4,000 Israelites. Wow, that was brutal. And yeah, and when people came to the camp, the elders of Israel said, "Why has the Lord defeated us today before the Philistines? Let us bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord here from Shiloh, that it may come among us and save us from the power of our enemy." So yeah, when the Israelites lost to the Philistines, the elders were like, okay, maybe the reason we lost was because we don't have the Ark of the Covenant here with us. Let's go and get it from Shiloh, and bring it here among us. Maybe we can win. So yeah, if hopefully you guys know what the Ark of the Covenant is. So the people So the people sent to Shiloh. I'll just say Shiloh, however you pronounce it. I'll just pronounce it as Shiloh and the Philistines. So the people sent to Shiloh and brought forth from there. Oh my goodness. Let's start one more time. So the people sent to Shiloh and brought from there the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, who is enthroned on the cherubim. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant. Do you remember Hophni and Phinehas? The worthless sons of Eli. Yeah. So these two sons of Eli were there with the ark of the covenant. So the people were like, okay, let's go get the ark of the covenant, and yeah, maybe God will win this one for us. And as soon as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel gave a mighty shout. So the earth resounded. So the ark of the covenant got there, and everyone was like, yeah, yes, like they gave a mighty shout, and the earth resounded. So I think it just means like echoing. I don't know. It was heard by everyone. And the Philistines heard the noise of the shouting. They said, "What does this great shouting in the camp of the Hebrews mean?" And yeah, so they heard the shouting, obviously, and they wondered what it meant. And when they learned that the ark of the Lord had come to the camp, the Philistines were afraid and said, "A god has come into the camp." And yeah, a god has come into the camp. So yeah, when the Philistines learned about the Ark of the Covenant being among the Hebrews, they're like, oh no, God has come into the camp. We are definitely going to lose. And they said, woe to us, for nothing like this has happened before. Woe to us, who can deliver us from the power of these mighty gods? These are the gods who struck the Egyptians with every sort of plague in the wilderness. So yeah, they remembered what God did for his people when he got them out of Egypt. It's funny how other people remember more than the Israelites themselves, you know. As you read the Bible, you see like throughout the books that other people remember that what God did to get his people out of Egypt. But like yeah, but the Israelites are always like they have that fish memory, the 2 minutes 2 seconds they always forget. But yeah, uh, take courage and be men, O Philistines, lest you become slaves to the Hebrews as they have been to you. Be men and fight. So they're encouraging each other. Take courage and be men, or else you'll be like the Hebrews who were slaves. You'll be slaves to the Hebrews who were slaves to you. Fight, men. If you don't want to be slaves, fight. So the Philistines fought, and Israel was defeated again. Duh. Yeah. Duh. So the Philistines fought, and Israel was defeated again. And they fled, and every man to his home. And there was a very great slaughter, for 30,000 foot soldiers of Israel fell. Wow. So the first time the Philistines unalived like 4,000, and now this time with the Ark of the Covenant, it's 30,000. So it's like more than, yeah, do your math. And the Ark of God was captured, and the sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, died. So yeah. The Ark of the Covenant was captured by the Philistines, and Hophni and Phinehas also died in battle. They were amongst the 30,000 Israelites who died. The death of Eli. A man of Benjamin ran from the battle line and came to Shiloh the same day with his clothes torn with dirt on his head. So if you remember, like back then they used to put ashes all over their body and tear their clothes to show that they are mourning. So this is why this man, the Benjamin man, came more dressed like that or like that to show that he was mourning. And then when he arrived, Eli was sitting on his seat by the road watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the men came into the city and told the news, all the city cried. So yes, the men came, and yeah, Eli was sitting by the road. His heart was trembling. So like, oh no, the Ark of the Covenant. Obviously, he didn't know it had been taken yet. So he was just there, sitting in fear, like wondering, oh no, what's going to happen? And when Eli heard the sound of the outcry, he said, what is this uproar? So he, yeah, obviously had people crying out, like, and then he wondered what is going on. Then the man hurried and came and told Eli. So that Benjaminite came and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were set so that he could not see. So Eli was basically, 98. So who has good eyesight at that age? So Eli was 98 years old, and his eyesight, so, and so yeah, he was just sitting. Basically, he was more listening than watching or seeing. So yeah. And the man said to Eli, I am here. I am he who has come from the battle. I fled from the battle today. So the man is announcing himself that, okay, yes, it's me. I have come from the battle today. And he said, Eli asked, how did it go, my son? And he who brought the news answered and said, so the Benjaminite answered and said, Israel has fled before the Philistines, and there has also been great defeat among the people. So basically it's just telling him what happened in the battle. Like, yeah, Israel they fled, and yeah, there was also there was also a great what? So how did it go, my son? Who brought the news? Israel has fled before the Philistine, and there has also been a great defeat among the people. So they lost in a major way. And your two sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead. And the ark of God has been captured. Oh no! And as soon as he mentioned the ark, Eli fell over backwards. Yeah, so I guess Eli was kind of expecting that his sons would not make it, because he felt over, like, I think the biggest shock for him was that the ark of the Lord was captured. So he fell backwards from his seat by the side of the gate. So remember, he was sitting by the side of the gate, and his neck was broken and he died. So when he fell backwards, his neck was broken and he died. And for the man was old and heavy, so he was on the plus side and on the old side. He had judged Israel for 40 years. Oh yeah, he was more of a judge than a prophet. I don't know. So yeah, he had judged Israel for 40 years. So basically served for 40 years. But still in those 40 years, yeah. So now his daughter-in-law, the wife of Phinehas, was pregnant and about to give birth. So yeah, that self-explanatory. And when she heard the news that the ark of God was captured, and that her father-in-law and husband were dead, she bowed and gave birth. So yeah, as soon as she heard the news about the ark of the Lord being captured, her husband and her father-in-law also dying on the same day, she gave birth immediately. And her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the women attending to her said, do not be afraid, for you have borne a son. So but she did not answer or pay attention, and she named the child Ichabod, saying, the glory has departed from Israel, because the ark of God had been captured, and because of her father-in-law and her husband. So yeah, she did realize, like, okay, for real, the glory of the Lord has left us. I mean, he would never allow the ark of the Lord to be captured. And two of the most important people in her life, her husband and her father-in-law, they all died the same day, even though in different ways. So there's just a lot of things going wrong all in one day. So yeah, I mean, anyone would agree that, okay, yeah, God is not here with us. The glory of the Lord has departed from Israel, for the ark of God has been captured. So yep. So basically, we have to also remember that the ark of the Lord also represented sort of like the physical presence of God. So wherever the ark of God was, it also meant that God was there. So when the ark of the Lord was not there, when it was captured, everyone was like, okay, God is not here anymore. So that is the end. It was quite short, and yeah. Hope you guys had fun. If you have any comments, you know, questions, whatever, I'm listening. And yeah, see you next time.